Welcome to Suncoast View. I'm Stephanie Roberts. It's Throwback Thursday. We're taking a look at some of our favorite discussions from last month. 3 Florida metro areas lead the way in population growth, plus what a tax on tanning could mean for your health care.
I'm senior producer Joey Panic. You may have thought that unicorns were just a myth, but we got a surprise visit in our studio, and he's making a difference in the lives of Suncoast kids.
We've tried our hands at all kinds of arts and crafts on this show, but today's lesson takes the cake. We get a visit from a professional cake decorator.
And what do you get when you combine thrilling circus performers, a 100-voice choir, and an orchestra all under one big top? One of the best collaborations on the Suncoast. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show, and welcome back to Linda Larson.
Yes,
all
thank
springy
you.
and sparkly.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Great to have you, and you picked a great day to come because we are starting right off the top with heaven.
Oh, yeah.
Heaven in front of us.
Oh.
Yes, cupcakes. Linda, okay, that was priceless. We go to take a tight shot of the cupcakes, and Linda's like, yeah, no, those are going right to me. Relax, ladies, you'll get one.
You guys can share.
So these are coconut cupcakes with cream cheese frosting. We have a very, very talented cake designer with us. Her name is Julie DeFonce, and she is going to teach us how to make amazing creations in our own home. We're going to learn about flowers and fondant, and I'm just excited that there's coconut involved.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I love coconut.
I just like learning from experts.
I agree.
So that's good.
Dig in, girls.
Oh, you're giving it to me?
Thank you. I'll
dig
give you
in,
that one.
dig in. You may have some. You may have some. That is for you to enjoy. But of course, we'll have to save room for the kitchen because our good friend Popey Amaris from Popey's Place is with us today. What are we making?
Santorini shrimp.
Ooh. Santorini, as in Santorini, Greece?
Yes.
Oh,
exactly.
wonderful.
Yes.
And what kind of flavoring does Santorini shrimp have?
It's going to be a lot of herbs, fresh herbs, olive oil, tomatoes, a lot of stuff. Really nice. And feta on the top.
Of course.
And you bake them in the oven, and it's beautiful.
Oh,
really nice.
it sounds wonderful. Yes, Popey always bringing us those wonderfully fresh Mediterranean flavors. And I see she brought a picture of Santorini, Greece as well, which is, I know, a place a lot of people have hopes and dreams of going, me included.
No, and I want to.
Oh, it's heaven.
I've heard that. I have heard that. And a very economical place to travel right now, too, because they're looking to have people come spend money in their country. So a good place to go.
Why not?
Exactly. So we'll get some of the flavors from Chef Popey coming up a little bit later in the kitchen. It's also a special day for us here because we are big dog lovers. It is Puppy Day being celebrated nationwide, so we are celebrating our southeastern guide dog puppy, Wrigley. Thought it'd be fun to take a look back. Can you believe that Wrigley is almost 8 months old? The picture on the left is when Wrigley came to us in the very beginning of October, and the picture on the right was taken about 2 weeks ago. And Wrigley turns 8 months old next week, and he will probably be with us for about another 5 to 6 months, and then he goes off to his career and training to be a guide dog.
Do you have mixed emotions?
Such a good job with him.
I have very mixed emotions, and thank you very much, Linda. He's a very good boy. It's kind of like sending your kids off to college. You know deep down it's the best thing for them, but that doesn't mean I won't cry and it won't make me sad.
But you've got to be so proud.
You know what? I'm very proud of him. He is a wonderful dog, and he is embracing the things he needs to learn. And it's good. It's a good thing.
That's good.
So I think it's been a good project for all of us. I think we've all been able to take something away from
It's
it.
a family bonding thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Both here and at home. So celebrate your puppies
Yes,
today.
I feel bonded with you. Because I do so much work with the dog.
Because Bobette has actually liked this dog better than any other dog. I think it's safe to say. Speaking of dogs, there is a great charity event going on this weekend I want to tell you about. It's actually really fun. It is a race, but it's not just for dogs who race. It's a mutt derby that your mutt or purebred can race in. The 9th annual Mutt Derby is at the Sarasota Kennel Club, and the rule is great. There's no greyhounds or whippets allowed because this is a fun race, just to let the dogs go out there and run. It raises raises money for Greyhound Rescue and also All Faiths Food Bank, and I'm pretty sure that's a dog going the wrong way in that video. Can you imagine the chaos when you put him on the track and just let him go?
Yeah, mine would go straight for the water.
Oh,
Mine
yeah.
wouldn't run.
Yeah, Ridley would lay down. He probably wouldn't run. But it's a lot of fun that's coming up Sunday, and it is certainly for a good cause. It is time for our first hot topic, and 3 Florida metro areas are among the nation's top 10 cities for population growth. New data from the U.S. Census Bureau shows Tampa Bay had the 5th highest gain in population nationwide between July of 2015 and July of 2016. That makes Tampa tops in Florida. West Palm and Miami came in 7th nationwide. Orlando came in 8th. So Tampa credits a strong financial and professional services sector that has allowed for a lot of big companies to create new jobs in the past few years. What do you think is setting our coast ahead of the other parts of Florida? This surprised me a little.
It wasn't as crowded. We're changing that, aren't we?
Well, you know, the state actually went out and sought a lot of major companies. They were advertising in California, telling companies to move to Florida, and you know, and putting forth a lot of those efforts. So it seems like it may have worked.
That was Governor Scott's big thing, was to bring jobs here. I just find it interesting that here really is right here. It's been the West Coast. And I think Linda might be right. There was already population
Because
crowding.
we looked over there before we chose here, and we just thought that this was more relaxed and less crowded and less commercial. Of course, then you come and you've got to get a job, so we need the industry here.
But traffic in Miami is almost like being in LA now. It's really absurd. And then but you know, one of the good things though is you don't have a lot of the taxes you have in other states here.
That's it, yeah. No income tax, no state income tax. So for a lot of people, that's a very big deal.
Plus, isn't it an amazing place just to live? I mean, some of those landlocked cities that don't have the kind of water that we have, the average temperature that we have, the beaches. I mean, I would be very incentivized to move here with a company if that's where I was moving to.
I mean,
Absolutely.
The average temperature is in the 70s, of course. You know, who's going to pass that up?
Absolutely. So the
Yeah,
growth
it's been a
keeps on
bad
coming.
winter.
The growth.
Anytime there's a bad winter, we get more people moving.
So what are we going to do to stop it though?
Well, wait, it depends who you ask whether or
this
not
a good thing or a bad thing?
Exactly. Well, we debate that endlessly.
I'm here now, let's slam the door.
The job growth, I think, is definitely a good thing. And it's nice to see our area rated well, because that certainly makes us look good for future growth. But we'll see what happens. So tanning salons might not be feeling the heat from Obamacare much longer. The proposed replacement health care plan would eliminate a 10% tax on indoor tanning that was part of the original Affordable Care Act. Now, supporters billed this as a way to fight deadly skin cancer. Opponents say that having that 10% tax halved the number of tanning salons in the country and contributed to the loss of nearly 100,000 jobs. What do you think about a tanning tax? I did not know it existed.
I don't know why it's in a healthcare thing. Yes, I know that there is a danger to tanning, I've heard, for skin cancer, but I don't know why it belongs in a package like that.
But everything that has that kind of adverse effect, a lot of them do have taxes.
Like
the same
cigarettes.
cigarette tax, there's a liquor tax, things that have adverse effects. They usually have some sort of tax associated with them.
Do we like this tax? Do we not like this tax?
See, my thing is it depends on other things. So for instance, if my healthcare costs are going to go up because there aren't parameters in there, so if you get some sort of cancer that I'm going to end up having to adversely pay for because my insurance rates are going to go up.
Because you went to a tanning salon.
No, because
Notice she chose me as the example. Guilty as charged.
Well, no, because you know, insurance rate goes up based on the amount of people that are using the services. So, like for instance, our rates were down at the station went down because a lot of people weren't, you know, taking advantage of the insurance here. So, but if everyone was using it at their max, our rates would have gone up. So what happens then is what I'm worried about.
So the healthier we are, the more money we save.
The more money we save.
So if we go to a tanning bed and get cancer,
and she gets cancer, the rest of us are
Can
going
we
to
use
have
a different example here? And I'm oversensitive about it because I did tan.
I want you to stop.
I know, I have stopped. Thank you very much. And as a result, I do like this tax because of the fact that I do have skin problems as a result of things I did when I was 16 and 18, and tanning was one of them. So make there a price to pay, and maybe people will stop doing it. And then you look at the loss of jobs. I don't know. I mean, I don't think we can have everything has an up and a down, you know? But I don't like the idea of people harming each other, and Bo Beth's right, at our insurance costs.
Isn't that funny, though? People will stop if they have to pay tax, but they won't stop if it gives them cancer.
Yeah, that is horrible.
That is horrible. Like I said,
I
guilty
thought
as
about
charged.
that.
Took me a long time.
Linda's holding her lips. She's like,
I'm
I
like, I don't know about that. that's a hefty price to pay, though, in terms of your own personal safety.
Yep.
And yeah, so,
Absolutely.
I don't know.
So there are a few things more frustrating than losing your car in a parking lot. Well, the Google Maps app is adding a parking feature to help remind you where you are. So there's an option to mark your parking spot on the map. Then you can add notes to the reminder, like where the parking lot floor is, if you're at an airport, or photos of the surrounding. And then you can set a reminder for how long you can hold your spot. Note to staff in downtown Sarasota, 2-hour parking. But there's one big catch. Right now, this feature is only on Android. Oh. Sorry, iPhone users. Although iPhone Maps also does have a similar feature.
Oh, I need that.
And how many
think
of us
we all
knew it
did.
had it? It had it.
Yeah.
I've never used it.
At the
I've never
shopping
used it.
center, I'm like, oh, I'm going in through men's underwear. I'm going in
Right.
through men's underwear. I've got to remember this.
That is hysterical.
I love wandering through the parking
I
lot
spent
and
an
meeting
hour.
other people who were like doing the same thing, beeping their horn.
I spent an hour 2 weeks ago trying to find my car at Tampa Airport. I knew I was in the parking lot. I couldn't remember if I was in long term or short term. Then when I got to short term, I was like, well, what floor was I on? It was an hour.
Oh, I have a great thing for you then. In Tampa Airport, go
I
pick
wrote
up a
it
phone.
down.
No, go pick up a phone.
Oh.
Just walk right over to a phone and tell them your license plate number, and they'll tell you exactly where you're parked.
I don't know my license plate number.
What? Okay.
That's actually a good question,
But I'm
Linda.
glad to know that.
I am too.
I'd
Linda,
like
do you
to
know your license plate number?
No, but I'm going to write
I don't
it down
either.
as soon as
But the
I
thing
get
was, I
it.
wrote myself a note and put a reminder in my phone of where I parked, and I just couldn't find it.
You couldn't find it in your phone either?
Yeah.
Girl, you have problems.
Okay,
I take a picture.
And this was at like midnight. I was so tired and just wanted to go home.
Okay, well then the second tip is make sure you get a privileged license plate where you apply for a plate that has something you will remember.
Oh, that's a
Mine
good
is
idea.
LX3.
Oh,
LX3.
you can remember
then I
that.
will
My
always remember
kids
it.
want me to get a handicapped sticker. And I said, I am not handicapped. And they said, but you're old. And think of
Tell
the
them to
great
mind their
places
own
we could
business.
park.
There are days the show just goes somewhere that I had
Yeah, 'cause
no
that's
idea
not
was
the-
going to happen.
That wasn't quite the topic.
But that was very funny. All right.
But you would get good parking.
That's true.
We're gonna-
I've thought of it, but
we
I am
will
not
help you people
handicapped.
park. I
But
need
you
to make
had
you
no
laugh.
issues.
She's
Oh,
not
Beth.
handicapped.
I'm trying to move on.
issues.
I know, but she doesn't need a handicap sticker right now. Video. This is not new video. This is not new problem either. But you know when your kids are too quiet, that something is usually very, very wrong? So a 3-year-old got her 18-month-old little brother in a sticky situation. Look at the look on these faces. She covered him with peanut butter from head to toe. My favorite part is that she is so proud of her masterpiece. I'm not sure he's so sure. Mom took video. They ended up winning a contest and a free trip.
Look at his face.
He's just like, huh.
It's even in his head.
Oh, there you go, baby. Let me smooth
But
down
you
that
know what's
part.
funny about the whole thing? You see, she has nothing on her. She's like completely clean.
Right. She just
She
decorated
made
him.
sure that nothing got on her.
Did you do anything like that?
They did that stuff to me.
They did? That's not fair.
Oh, I could do it
I
to John
know.
Scalzi. That would be kind of fun.
Okay, that's a whole nother problem. That's a whole nother show, and that happens on cable. So, all right, a Shakespearean coincidence in a hospital nursery. Could these maybe be called star-crossed babies? They were both born the same day in South Carolina. So a hospital photographer was doing duties, photographing baby Romeo Hernandez, when she remembered a baby born earlier in the day was named Juliet. So both parents consented to this perfect, cute couple pic of Romeo and Juliet, which is, of course, gone viral. With those gorgeous heads of hair, they do look like a cute star-crossed couple.
They look just alike to me.
Isn't that cute?
Be
That
hard
is
to be
cute.
There's a future there.
coupled up when you were 1 day old.
That may haunt
Give me a
them.
chance,
but-
please.
Exactly. All right, we're having a lot of fun. We're going to check out our happy hour forecast, and when we come back, you won't believe your eyes. We have a magical guest in the house. Stay with us.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with your happy hour forecast, and looking pretty good once again today. Lots of sunshine throughout most of the morning, early afternoon. Some clouds developing now, and that wind coming off from the east northeast at 8 now, and the temperature 84 degrees. Pretty warm, above average. 80 is our average. The pressure 30.09, holding fairly steady throughout the day today. And looking at the satellite review showing that easterly flow continuing to bring some clouds in This afternoon, not much during the morning and a lot of shower activity well to the west of us, but that's where it's staying. Once again, just 1 or 2 lone showers into Highlands County right now. Those are working their way off basically to the southwest, and not much going on into Manatee, Sarasota, and Hardee and DeSoto counties at this time. We'll keep less than a 20% chance for a shower in the mix. By 11 o'clock tonight, generally fair. Temperatures into the upper 60s by then, and we're looking for another warm day on Friday. Well, much more of the forecast for the rest of the work week and into the weekend coming up today at 5. See you then.
Surprise visitors can make a big difference for people who are in hospitals or nursing homes, especially when that visitor is a mythical and magical creature like a unicorn, a real live unicorn. Brittany Beard created the nonprofit Unicorn Hugs, and she's here with her therapy unicorn, Billy.
Yes.
Well, welcome to the two of you. We've never had a unicorn on before.
Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, this is a wonderful thing. Now, what inspired the idea of a unicorn?
So my husband jousts at Renaissance festivals, and I do a trick unicorn show with these little guys. I have 4 of them. The last 4 ones, of course, on Earth. They are very rare. And I really wanted to give back and find a way to meet the people that couldn't come out to the festival on the weekends. Those who are sick or aged and couldn't make it to see us. So we give back by visiting nursing homes and hospitals during the week.
So he is a therapy.
He is a therapy
unicorn. So how do you train a miniature? Okay. He's a miniature horse.
Yes.
We won't say that in front of him.
I'm not listening.
But how did you train him to be a therapy animal? It's hard with a dog.
It is. It takes a lot of work. They have to be used to wheelchairs. They have to be used to walkers. They have to be used to beeping hospital machines.
They have to be potty trained.
Yes, they have to go up elevators.
Wow.
He's wearing shoes and a diaper?
Yes, he wears special shoes made specifically for him so that he doesn't slip on the tile when he's inside. Yes, and a diaper just in case.
We like that.
He is trained, but it's always good to be, 100% sure.
So where do you take him?
So we take him all over the country. We travel for 11 months of the year. We're full-time RVers. So every 2 months we're in a different state. Here in Tampa, we've been here for about 3 months. We've taken him to
And you dress up like you're a princess.
Yes, that's us at Tampa General Hospital in the pediatric ward a couple weeks ago. And then tomorrow we'll be at All Children's Hospital. And then next week we'll be at Give Kids the World in Orlando to meet the terminally ill children up there.
What kind of response do you get from these people?
Oh my gosh, that's the best part. The kids, when they meet him, I tell them they can touch the horn and make a wish, and their wish might come true. And some of the wishes are truly touching. Some of them, they wish for better health. Sometimes they wish for an Xbox, like the old kid we met at the hospital the other day. But it's definitely one of the best things. And then the elderly people, we met an old lady the other day who
was probably my age.
No.
She probably had a handicap sticker though.
She worked on a horse farm 25 years ago. Hasn't seen a horse in 20 years. And she held him and cried, and I cried, and it was just one of those moments where you realize why you do this.
And that you can make a difference in people's lives.
You've said that Billy actually does some counting for the kids.
He does, yes.
Explain to this how this
So he is an ex-circus horse, actually, believe it or not. He had his own act on the circus for years.
Oh, we could get him a job.
The circus we have contacts. There you go, perfect. He's retired from the circus. Now he's a therapy unicorn. But he counts, he walks on his hind legs. He lays down on command and pulls a blanket over him and tucks himself in with his mouth.
Can we do a little counting? Is that something you can do?
He only does it for treats. I did not bring any treats.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't blame him.
He's a smart little guy.
We could reach into the kitchen for some shrimp.
Yeah, a cupcake maybe, right?
You might want to stick around.
Yeah. I just think it's such a wonderful, fulfilling way for you to spend your time.
It is, and we get thanked all the time, by the people we visit, and I always tell them, we get just as much out of it as the people we meet, me and the volunteers that help us. The smiles, the love, the unicorn magic.
I just think this is an amazing idea.
And you travel with 4 miniature horses
all
over the country?
Right now we're at the Bay Area Renaissance Festival for the next 2 weekends, and then we'll be in Dallas, Texas, and then Denver, Colorado, and then Pennsylvania.
Now, is their natural disposition this chill?
No.
So you had to train him to be like this?
He got a lot of it from his circus days. I do a ton of training because obviously, like I said, the elevators are strange, like different things are strange. And so most of the time these little guys actually are quite a bit ornerier than the big ones. They have to compensate for their size.
Yes. Okay, I have a weird question.
Sure.
So how do you become a therapy unicorn? Like, is there a
That's a great question. Because there's certification
The
for
unicorn
dogs.
applies online. No, I'm kidding.
Is there
for
certification?
online class he had to take?
So there's certification. There's currently only one company that does certification for miniature horses to become certified.
Not a lot of demand for that.
Yes, there's not a lot of demand for it. It's getting bigger and bigger. You know, there's a miniature therapy horse community that is really close-knit that I'm a part of, and we all share tips and ideas, and we visit places all over the country. So there's lots of groups on Facebook you can visit if you want to like find out ideas on how you can teach your miniature horse to do it. You have to make sure they're bomb-proof, though, obviously.
Does he stay inside mostly?
He actually he has his own little stall, and he has his 3 little unicorn friends that he
good.
stays in the pasture with. He comes inside when he can. I live in an RV. So he can't make it up the steps to my house, but I take him to my friends' houses. We take him to local businesses to train.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So Home Depot.
He's very similar to raising a guide dog.
Yeah,
I'm
very.
thinking I could do a unicorn
It
next.
is.
Maybe I'll ask the station.
Can I hold on?
Sure, go ahead.
All right.
Okay, for more information
I'm taking him for a walk.
You're gonna take him.
I'm going to make
She's
a
stealing
list.
my unicorn.
Unicornproductions.org.
Bye, Billy.
Oh, look at bye-bye, Billy. Come back, Bobette. This
Billy
is
said
not
no, he's
going
not
well.
going down.
He's leaving.
You can do it, Billy.
Unicornproductions.org.
He's like,
where's
Next,
my mom?
Linda Larson has some tips on how to reduce our stress. I think Billy needs some right now.
Invest in Kids is a $7.5 million project to build a new Boys and Girls Club in South Manatee County. I'm Caleb Grimes, and I was a club kid. It's where I learned important life lessons, leadership, integrity, responsibility, and baseball. Thousands of kids attend the Boys and Girls Clubs, and after years of use, their club is slowly falling apart. Help us invest in kids. Make your donation today.
Thank you.
It's no small wonder anybody loves it all.
I just love art that moves me.
No small
I mean, really moves me.
wonder.
Sunset Fiat of Sarasota presents No Small Wonder, high performance style. Let the art of Fiat move you.
Don't miss Southwest Florida's largest barbecue and bluegrass event Friday, April 14th and Saturday, April 15th, when the 8th annual Suncoast Barbecue and Bluegrass Bash returns to Venice. Bring the whole family and enjoy genuine competition barbecue and award-winning bluegrass entertainment. Please join us for a finger-licking and hot-picking good time April 14th and 15th at the Suncoast Barbecue and Bluegrass Bash. Free admission, parking, entertainment, and family activities. Get all the details at suncoastbarbecuebash.com.
Being the caregiver for my husband is truly a blessing, but sometimes it's easy to lose a part of myself. To be my best, for him and for me, it's important to have time to be able to recharge. When I called Tidewell Hospice, they gave me the chance to do just that. They helped me find the time to care for myself, all the while with the peace of mind of knowing my husband is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
Welcome back. Unfortunately for many of us, stress is kind of an everyday reality. It creates both mental and physical problems, though. So April is Stress Awareness Month. And Linda, you work on helping people kind of combat stress as part of your job. So we were hoping you can give us a couple tips.
Absolutely. And my first thing is a big caveat. I've heard so many people say something in their life is causing them stress, and they say it's just stress. I'll manage because it's just stress. And the fact is that stress actually can kill us. It's really, really damaging to our heart, to blood pressure, to your overall good health, certainly your mental perspective in life. So there are so many things you can do, and I wanted to share a couple of those things with you today.
Oh, please.
And, okay, so here's the first one, and this really helps a lot. I call it laugh it up. Find something to laugh about. Whether you have a friend who always makes you laugh, there's something you read that always makes you laugh, a movie that you go see that always makes you laugh. Sometimes we have to do it to ourselves, and I actually did this myself. I bought myself these slippers. They are Donkey from Shrek. And I just put them on, and of course those are my dogs who looked at my feet and got totally confused. They thought this had to be another critter we brought into the house. But every time I look down at these shoes, it just makes me laugh. I walk around the house, John looks at me, he laughs. So anything you can do to make yourself laugh reduces your blood pressure, just puts a whole new perspective in your head. So laugh it up.
Okay.
I like that one.
We like that one.
Okay.
Shopping makes me laugh.
I know, and I got those for half price. That always makes me laugh.
That would have made me laugh.
Another thing that we can do is to go out into nature. There's a very calming effect to be in nature. And whether you go outside in your yard or you just look out the window, but going out into nature and then do what Neil deGrasse Tyson says, look up. Look up. Look up into the trees, find the birds, see the sky. And it's very magical what can happen when you look up into your trees. You see birds' nest you didn't know was there. It's very, very calming. This is a hammock in our backyard, and I have asked myself, made a request of myself, that when I find myself getting stressed out, just walk outside and get in that hammock. If it's only for 3 minutes, just go outside, dig in the dirt and plant a flower and watch it bloom and enjoy the colors and the smells. That's magical. Okay, and talking about going out in nature, breathe. How many times do we stop and consciously breathe and focus on our breath? You can feel the calming effects immediately when you do that. Just stop and breathe and focus on nothing but your breath.
Okay.
Okay, now the next thing, which I think is kind of fun in terms of breathing, is slather on the lavender. Because there are studies that show that lavender actually has a calming effect. So I'm going to pass that down so you can take a little whiff. Oh,
and is that an essential oil?
It's an essential oil, lavender. Put it on your wrists. Maybe
it does smell good.
Maybe a drop on your pillowcase as you're going to sleep at night. Just a very calming thing. You know how they have lavender pillows cases at some really nice hotels?
That is nice.
Yeah, so lavender
when you get a massage, they ask you, do you want what oil you want?
I've got lavender and I'm looking up.
Okay.
I'm good so far.
All right.
And if we get in trouble if we leave and go out to nature right now, so we'll hold for that one.
But we've got one more, right?
Well, we're going to move on because this is just the beginning of how Linda can definitely provide insight into leading a less stressed life. You can join Linda this weekend for a great event. It's called Loving Yourself, Live, Laugh, Love Extravaganza for Big Brothers, Big Sisters. For more information, you can go to bbbssun.org, and that is coming up on March 25th. All right, Linda, we love your insight and positive energy, so thank you for that.
And we're all relaxed now.
Yes, we are, which is good because we've got work to do. We are going to do some cake decorating.
Ooh.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. We're going to check back in with Chef Popey Amatis from Popey's Place. And Popey, you talked about this dish being from Santorini. What can you tell us about Santorini?
Santorini, it's a beautiful island. A lot of people visit it every year. They have the best sunset in the world, and people go from all over the world to see the sunset.
Okay, and great seafood I know as well.
Yes.
So Santorini shrimp on the menu when we come back
Yes.
to you. Thank you. Babette?
Well, there's some tasty teaching going on at Lakewood Ranch at the USF Culinary Innovation Lab. And now an internationally acclaimed cake designer is coming to share her skills, and we're so excited about it. Julie Defons from Portugal is here to teach us some cake decorating tips. And now, Julie, when you talk about cakes, your name comes up all the time, and you're really renowned throughout the world. So how did you end up on the Suncoast?
Well, I started vacationing here when my parents came a couple years ago, and they're actually moving here. And every time we get off the plane, we think, oh, you know, this is an amazing place to be, so I want to live here. And I'm making my way here very quickly, and I just think it's incredible.
Well, you know, that's amazing. Yeah. So we like that we attract you know, people of your caliber here, and I know that part of the thing is you brought different cakes that are on display, like the one over here to our left. Tell us about this cake.
So this is an example of my work and my sugar flowers and just a traditional wedding cake. Mm-hmm. But gorgeous. Yeah, I think there's so many amazing venues here for cakes like this,
and you can make a lot more.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've made crazy.
Are endless with her. Yeah. All right, so we know we're not as great, but we'd like you to teach us some of your cake decorating skills. So let's start off with some tips in what we could do.
Okay, so I brought some fondant roses, and I thought maybe we could play a little bit with fondant because it's something that you can do with your hands, and you don't need any tools. So if you just need a little bit, this little piece of fondant.
So this is actually icing.
This is edible. This is
okay.
Fondant icing.
Doesn't feel sticky or anything.
It doesn't feel sticky, but if your fingers start to get sticky, you can use some cornstarch. And what you do is you take the top tip and you want, like almost like you're snapping, and you want to smooth out the top edge like this. And kind of, if you imagine the shape of a rose petal, this is going to be the center. So this one looks like it's been windswept a little. So you want to shape a little bit more.
Let me start over.
And then when you're ready, when you have a shape like this, you want to curl the right-hand corner if you're right-handed, or the left if you're left.
Bobette.
I know.
Uh-oh, you left hand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the other way around. And you just want to curl like this. And that is going to be the center
so you kind of roll
of your rose, right?
Look at it. Can you show it to the camera? That's amazing. It looks like a rose.
And then you just go building out the petals.
All right, let's see.
Same thing. So
in the corner. Mine doesn't look like it either.
The petals come from different pieces then.
Yep, so now I'm going to do another piece,
So
another
when we
circle.
look at something like this gorgeous cake, you hand rolled each of those flowers?
So this is a simple way to make a rose. Those roses probably took me about an hour for each one.
That was my next question. Okay.
Those roses are rolled out petal by petal, paper thin, and then I have a special veiner that makes the veins from the rose petal. Wow. And then when they dry, I paint them by hand and I assemble each flower individually. So that is a lot of work.
That is
I can imagine. Speaking of a lot of work, you also have a book that you give tips about and talk about your life as a decorator. Tell me about the book.
So I've got 3 books written in Portuguese in Portugal. My third one is about wedding cakes, and I'm currently writing a wedding cake book for America.
Oh,
in English. Yeah.
In English.
In English. So hopefully in 2018, I will be able to send you all a copy.
Oh, it goes around there.
Are we doing the right thing?
I'm just trying to make
it. Yes, so the second
So the
petal.
second one, and I did a trick, I didn't explain it. I curled back the edges a little on the top just because that looks more natural for me.
Oh, you tricky
So that's a little tricky thing.
So you leave the bottom larger
You leave
again.
the bottom larger, and then you just place it around the first half. And I usually cover the first seam. So
man, you're really
just like
good.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't realize how good until you try to do it
Yes,
yourself.
I agree. This is very
It took me a while. This is not as easy as I
why
make
did
it
you
look.
decide to do this? At what point did you think I'm talented with my fingers and icing and?
I was a fine arts major, so I was always really creative, and I was always in the kitchen with my mom and my grandmother, and it was a hobby. And about 7 years ago, I took a Wilton course, the master course, and I fell in love with it. And at the time, I owned a magazine. I was in publishing, and my husband was like, when you're done, you have to go back to your job. And I came back with this huge cake, and he said, you know what, maybe we should reconsider. And literally overnight, I just switched business.
Wow, that's crazy. So you really have only been doing this
7 years.
7 years. That's not a lot in the grand scheme.
And when I say I'm not exaggerating, her name is all over cake decorating books.
Yes, I agree.
Well, that makes me happy.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to show our work. I want to show mine off first because I figure there won't be any standards set yet.
Okay, I'm a little shocked, Beth, because you're usually really good at this stuff.
Yes, you are.
That one is not so hot. Nothing personal.
Well, I didn't bring the sample of the first one I ever made. So
okay, that's fair.
She makes me feel better. Show yours.
Fair.
Yours doesn't look good either.
Now that you mention it.
Exactly. Mine looks a little lonely.
I really like
pretty.
mine.
Linda, the two Lindas
The
looks
two Lindas
nice.
did
Linda's
better.
way ahead. You're the winner.
Multicolored here.
Now there's pressure for me to show mine, so that's mine.
Oh, look at
yours.
it.
Oh.
That would be how they're supposed to look.
Yeah.
Look, these are hers.
Maybe this is better to see. Those are the ones I made
That's what we're
last
aiming
night
at.
for all of you. Yeah.
Those are lovely.
Those are amazing.
And if you want, you can eat them, but
All right, well, we want to thank you and welcome you to the Suncoast. And if you guys want to get more information, there is a cake decorating seminar Friday at USF Culinary Innovation Lab, and it's going to be on Main Street in Lakewood Ranch. For more information, you can go to Julie Defense, I said it right,
Yeah, you did.
.com. Next, we're going to do something with the circus. We're going to combine the chorus of the circus, and we'll give you a preview of their latest show. We'll be right back.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good afternoon, I'm Haley Wilgus. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. The Florida National Guard now on standby. The governor takes extra steps to control wildfires burning across the state. Plus some new ideas on how to get more people off the streets in Sarasota, how this emergency shelter could work. Now let's head over to Bob.
Good afternoon, everyone. A beautiful day once again. Lots of sunshine out there and temperatures warming up into the mid 80s and some upper 80s well inland. We're looking for generally fair skies overnight. Dew point temperature at 56. We have an east to northeast wind right now. It's at 8 miles an hour. The pressure at 30.09. That's still high, and it's going to stay that way too overnight. Some clouds along the east coast. You can see the brighter white tops out to the west. Those are the storms, and they're staying away from us for the time being. We'll stay dry here too. Unfortunately, we could use a little bit of rain. Details in your forecast coming up at 5.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
Invest in Kids is a $7.5 million project to build a new Boys and Girls Club in South Manatee County. I'm Caleb Grimes, and I was a club kid. It's where I learned important life lessons, leadership, integrity, responsibility, and baseball. Thousands of kids attend the Boys and Girls Clubs, and after years of use, their club is slowly falling apart. Help us invest in kids. Make your donation today.
Thank you.
So many times we underestimate the human spirit's drive to recover. We often see people surpass what any of us might have expected initially. The Rehabilitation Pavilion at Sarasota Memorial is the top of the line. It allows us to really bring the patient's recovery to the next level.
It's the season of savings right now during the spring clearance event at Sunset Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Over 100 standard and available safety features make the new Chrysler Pacifica a safe investment for any family. And right now, you can own one for just $24,999. Or get one of America's longest-lasting pickups and save up to $11,000 on a new Ram Crew Cab. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
One weekend a year, 3 of Sarasota's greatest talents come together for a combined performance. Cirque du Voir features the thrill of circus artists combined with more than 100 soaring voices from Key Chorale and the Cirque Orchestra. And here to tell us about this year's performance is Pedro Reese from Circus Sarasota and Key Chorale Artistic Director Joseph Calkins. Thank you guys for coming. You're working so hard on this.
Oh, thank you.
It's a great show, yeah.
So what will we see in Cirque du Voir?
Well, it's a fusion of the musical and circus arts, and I think what's so great about this kind of an experience is the circus performers rarely get a chance to perform with live music, so that elevates their performance.
Oh.
And when you think about singers and musicians, we rarely get a company circus act, so it's really exciting for us, and it's one of the rare times where you get applause during the music. You know, usually we have to sing a whole Mozart mass and then we get applause, but this is great in this case.
Yeah, and the type of music that's chosen is very, very powerful, epic, and beautiful. For the artists that they're performing, it's, you know, it gives them goosebumps, you know, hearing the live music.
Is there a lot of choreography when it comes to, like, you see the act and then you have to pick the right song and figure out where the inflections and things like that are going to be, or no?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's very challenging, and we've kind of got it down now. Joe and I will get together. Joe will choose some music mediums, and then we'll listen to the music, and I'll say, wow, that's a juggler, or I envision an aerial act, you know, and then we kind of nail it, you know, get it down and say, then look for acts that are available, you know, and it's a great process.
Oh, so you find the acts to go with the music?
Absolutely.
Yeah, or vice versa, it depends.
Yeah.
I mean, in this case, we have a commission, the first time we've ever commissioned a piece for Cirque du Voir. So Ola Yelo has written a 12-minute suite for orchestra, chorus, and for Dali and Raphael. And so we're really excited about that, but that's one of those where they have to take their act and find a way to make it work to this brand new music that we'll be premiering this weekend.
Oh, that will be exciting. Now, you brought some performers to our studio. We're a little worried about them. Tell us what we're going to see here.
Well, this is the 8th generation circus act. It's Fabio and Giuliano Anastasini. And it's an amazing story because I remember as a young boy in 1973 or 74 seeing their father and his brother perform in South Africa in Boston Walker Circus. Oh, wow. And here we are, you know, continuing the legacy of the circus. And so they're going to do a Risley act, and it's an amazing, amazing act.
Okay, let's see it, guys. Take it away. is. Cirque du Bois is at the Big Top, right across from UTC Mall, March 24th through the 26th. For tickets and for more information, go to circusarts.org. And next, we're going to meet a Suncoast contest winner who's heading to Costa Rica. You guys are great. Yes.
I love that app.
The official salon of ABC7. Cutting Loose Salon.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 1-800-764-8708. That's 1-800-764-8708.
It's no small wonder anybody loves it all.
I just love art that moves me.
No small.
I mean, really moves me.
Sunset Fiat of Sarasota presents No Small Wonder. High performance style. Let the art of Fiat move you.
Don't miss Southwest Florida's largest barbecue and bluegrass event, Friday, April 14th and Saturday, April 15th, when the 8th annual Suncoast Barbecue and Bluegrass Bash returns to Venice. Bring the whole family and enjoy genuine competition barbecue and award-winning bluegrass entertainment. Please join us for a finger-licking and hot-picking good time, April 14th and 15th at the Suncoast Barbecue and Bluegrass Bash. Free admission, parking, entertainment, and family activities. Get all the details at suncoastbarbecuebash.com.
Last month, we held a contest to win an 8-day vacation for two to Costa Rica, and our lucky winner and his wife are here today. So I want to introduce you to Matt and Karen Root. Congratulations. Yay. Matt, I bet you are a very popular husband after entering and winning this contest.
I scored some points.
I guess you did. And I understand you like to travel, so you'll be actually able to celebrate a wedding anniversary. Tell us about this.
We missed out on the wedding anniversary because there wasn't available time there.
Okay.
But we're going the following week, which just happens to be my birthday.
Oh, close enough. A belated 18th
So,
wedding
balloon.
anniversary, and I won't make you name which birthday it is, but it's a good thing.
18 also.
Of course.
18,
Of
again.
course. We'll go with that. So congratulations. We hope you have an absolutely wonderful time.
And we'll send you pictures.
Please do.
Definitely.
Please do. So thank you for
Thank
playing.
you.
Thank you for winning, and have a wonderful time.
Thank you, ABC7.
You are very welcome. We love to have people get to go experience wonderful things. So. Coming up next, that's right, have a very safe trip. We are going to experience Greece. Oh, okay, in the kitchen, but we'll take it with Popey.
ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
What Florida city is best known for spaceflight?
Cape Carnival.
Cape Carnival? Close enough. What condiment includes vinegar, molasses, and anchovies?
Worcestershire sauce?
Close enough. And now, a word from our sponsors.
One-off from the Florida Lottery. Now available for pick 2, 3, 4, and 5 games. Miss by one on any or all numbers and still win.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Haley Wilgus. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. The dispute over how much protection manatees need. The Suncoast congressman pushes to have sea cows once again classified as endangered instead of threatened. And now taking a quick look at Suncoast Traffic Watch. No accidents right now, but traffic is backed up on I-75 in the northbound lanes from Clark Road past Fruitville. Now, let's head over to Bob.
Just a gorgeous day again today. Lots of sunshine around and just a few isolated showers inland. It's been typical of all week long. Temperatures riding a little higher than average too. Average high right around 80. We've been in the mid 80s all week long. And the Titan radar picture does depict 1 or 2 lone showers inland, but not a lot going on as a result of high pressure at the surface and in the upper levels of the atmosphere. So all is quiet here. Shower east of Punta Gorda. Evening planner looks good. Mostly fair. 68 by 11. See you then.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
My Hometown Fest is coming to Nathan Benderson Park Saturday, April 15th. Join us for culinary favorites from across the U.S. paired with your favorite craft beers. There's also great live music and activities for adults and kids. Buy your tickets today at myhometownfest.org.
For years, I told everyone my Craftmatic adjustable bed was the greatest until I got the new Craftmatic Legacy. It has an adjustable pillow feature that's awesome. You're gonna want one too when you see how little they cost.
If you've ever had a bad night's sleep, call and price the new Craftmatic Legacy. It has so much more than other adjustables and still costs up to 50% less. Featuring a rising adjustable pillow rest, bedside power plugs, underbed night lights, and more. Available in all mattress types with optional heat and soothing massage for as much as half the price of Tempur-Pedic, Sleep Number, and other adjustables. Enjoy temporary relief of low back pain, nighttime heartburn, mild arthritis. Adjust the rising pillow feature to help align your head, neck, and shoulders. See for yourself with our 30-day in-home trial. So call and price one today for less, up to 50% less.
You get so much more and it still costs less. You gotta see how little they cost.
Call 1-800-237-0214. That's 1-800-237-0214. Call 1-800-237-0214. Call now.
Why settle for less? Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru is rated the #1 car brand in safety, and all Subaru models with EyeSight are a 2017 IIHS Top Safety Pick. And you can lease the most award-winning small SUV, a new Subaru Forester, for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing with complimentary maintenance included. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Rose takes her volunteering for Tidewell Hospice very seriously. But she knows how to have fun, too. And that's what she brings when we're invited to visit patients as part of Tidewell's pet therapy program. People love to see her. She really brightens their day. She makes people smile. And in end-of-life care, a smile can be a wonderful gift. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Tickets are going fast for My Hometown Fest, being held from noon till 5 p.m. Saturday, April 15th at Nathan Benderson Park. Enjoy foods from 40 area restaurants, 60-plus craft beers, live music, and lots of fun. Buy your tickets today at myhometownfest.org.
Coming up Friday at 4 on Suncoast View, April is Autism Awareness Month. We'll highlight an inspiring Florida star and talk to Miss Florida International and learn about her life with autism. There's bluegrass in the studio. The Boxcars are here to preview the Suncoast Barbecue and Bluegrass Bash, plus an origami lesson, and Jack Dusty at the Ritz joins us in the kitchen.
We are back in the kitchen with Chef Popey from, of course, Popey's Place. Welcome, Chef. I'm so glad you're here. And oh, does everything smell amazing. What are you making?
Santorini shrimp.
Ooh, Santorini shrimp. Yes. All right, tell us about it.
We put the olive oil in the pot.
Okay.
Make it warm. Then we put the garlic, the onions.
And you told me to chop parsley.
Please.
Okay. So a lot of garlic.
Onions.
All of them?
All of them.
Oh, that's a lot of onions.
Yes, a lot on.
Wine?
The wine, yes.
Okay. This is
We
looking
simmer
good.
a little bit.
Stir it with the
Yes,
spoon.
yes. Let
I
them
feel
cook.
like a pro.
And then we'll put the shrimps. Set them up.
All
the
of it?
shrimps, if you want to. Yes.
Like this many?
Yes.
More?
All of them. That's
All of
fine.
them.
So I
yes.
don't hear the pan. Do we do this on a cooler pan?
Pardon me?
Is this a hot pan, a
Hot
medium
pan.
pan, a hot pan? Okay.
Yes, hot pan, yes.
When do we put what she's chopping in there? That's parsley? Right?
Parsley, yes, fresh parsley.
When do you put
We
that
will
in?
saute a little bit the shrimps. We take it out, put them in the pan.
Okay.
Just the
Already?
shrimp,
Oh, so you don't, do you
No,
wait till they're
halfway.
cooked?
Yeah, halfway.
Oh.
Yes,
Okay,
halfway.
so we cook them halfway in the saute pan, and then
Yes.
we're going to put them in an oven pan.
And the
Oh.
oven, yes.
Okay. I smell the wine and the garlic.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you're cooking it halfway, how long do you make the onions and the garlics and that cook?
To get a little soft.
Okay.
Do they look?
Once-
They
yes.
look soft
they're
now.
soft.
So that's
yes.
a little clear when they get a little clear.
Right.
Is that right?
Yes,
Okay.
Smart.
exactly, yes. So now you saute, you add them up, you take the other onions. And
Where do I put them?
The
In the
green
pan?
onions, the green onions.
Green onions.
Okay, so
in?
now we have green onions, white onions, and
Yes.
garlic.
What else? This. What is
Dill,
this?
Dill.
Dill.
Dill?
Yep.
Okay.
Put in the
Yes.
dill.
Okay, the dill's
The
in.
fresh mint.
The fresh. Oh, I can
Ooh.
smell this. Okay.
This
All
is
of
going to
it?
be amazing.
Yes, all of it.
So a lot of
Lot
different
mint.
spices.
The tomatoes.
The tomatoes. Oh my! This has a lot of ingredients.
And you let them cook real good till the tomato gets nice and soft.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that what? 10, 15 minutes?
10, 15 minutes and high fire.
High.
Okay, yeah, on a high.
Yeah,
Yep.
high.
So
You
it
need
cooks down.
parsley yet?
Yes.
Okay.
you put
All
the
right.
parsley
And then
in
you
there,
cut a
yes.
lot of parsley.
Done by
Very beautiful. Yes.
Go for
thank
it, Linda. Boom.
Yes.
More?
Yes.
Oh,
wow,
okay.
Yes. All of
There
them,
you
yes.
go. Ah.
Thank
So
you.
you weren't lying when you said it has a lot of combinations in
Yes,
there.
Yes.
So you let that
So
cook
you
up.
cook them all together.
Uh-huh.
They get very soft, like a sauce. So you take this, you put them on the shrimps, over
Okay.
the shrimps.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so healthy.
Very healthy and beautiful. Tastes so good, awesome.
And so many colors.
I know.
Okay.
And then we take the feta,
That's my
Oh,
favorite
sprinkle
part.
all the feta.
It looks like
Oh,
a
this is going
salad.
to be so good.
Very good, really tasty flavor. And now it's people don't eat meat because the Easter,
Yes.
so that's
Oh,
beautiful
right, it's a
dish.
Friday,
Yes,
Good for
really
Fridays
nice,
and
yes.
Lent.
So we're going to cook it
And then
very
we put
Put
well.
them in the oven,
For how long?
15 to 20 minutes,
Okay, 15.
so the feta gets nice and gold.
And here's one that's already been in 15 or 20 minutes. Oh, it looks good.
That looks good.
And tastes excellent.
All right, and let's
And
put
you
this
can
one right
put
here
them
for
on
me.
over rice,
Oh,
pasta.
Be hot.
You can do it.
It's not
yes.
that bad.
All right, and with the
Put it
magic of
together,
TV, we want to sample. Babette, will you serve
of course
Santorini
I
shrimp?
can.
Now, Popey, is this on your menu?
No, but we do it for specials.
Oh, I
Yes,
think this would be a
yes,
very good
yes,
thing to be able to do for specials. That looks
specials,
wonderful.
yes.
Thank you.
so rice or pasta you could
Yes,
serve it
very
over?
good, yes.
Those wonderful flavors cooked down. Well, Popey, as we're celebrating Santorini shrimp, I understand there's something you're celebrating
Linda?
in your family
Yes,
as well.
we just had a new baby, little
Oh,
Sophia.
Little
2
Popey?
days ago, Sophia.
Sophia.
Sophia, yes. Congratulations to my son,
Thank you.
Andy and Calliope.
Oh.
And how many grandchildren do you have
This
now?
is number 7.
Oh, my goodness.
And my 7-year-old today has a birthday. Her name is Chloe, and I want to wish her happy birthday.
Oh, happy
Yes.
That's
birthday
so
to
exciting.
Clyde.
Well, we're very happy for
Thank
your
you,
family.
thank
What a
you.
blessing.
Thank
And Linda,
you.
speaking of blessings, as I chew, you have a wonderful idea about how to remember everyday blessings in our lives. Can you share that with us?
It's also a great way to reduce stress. If every morning of our lives we spent 5 minutes just focused on what we were grateful for, it could change our emotional state and put us in a much better, happier mood, make us
like
much
that.
healthier. However, we forget to do that even though we know it's cool. So I suggest these little gratitude shower signs. There's one hanging in my shower right how now. cute. It just is a way, you just go take a little tiny place, or tiny print it out, take it to Kinko's, have it laminated, punch a hole in it, put a plastic lanyard on it, and hang it over the shower head in your shower, and you will be reminded every single day. Take one, pass those so down. you say to Popey. yourself, so here are that the way, things I'm grateful for. Absolutely.
There you go, Popey.
And if you don't
you,
shower
thank
that
you.
morning, you don't get to be grateful. So see?
There you go. There you go.
And your friends won't be
Here's
grateful either.
Babette.
Thank you.
All right, Linda,
this is
again, we love
great.
your positive attitude. Thank you for sharing with us today.
And we
Poppy,
love your food.
We love
Yes.
Santorini
Thank
shrimp.
you.
We would love to see that on the specials. And
Thank you.
congratulations
Thank
again
you
with the
very
grandbaby.
much.
Lots going on across the Suncoast. So thanks to everybody. We want to bring back our Costa Rica winners again. You're going to want to go to Greece next after this. I'm thinking to have some of this great shrimp. So safe travels. Congratulations once again. We're very happy for you. And enjoy the rest of your day. Take some time and enjoy the Suncoast view.